When you are doing an action for yourself, to gaining something, it is painful. But when your action is just for action or contributing to the existence, because you are here to contribute to the existence, then it will not bind you. But if your focus is only on you, if you are a taker, how much can you take? Take, and then you get so tired, and that's why mind gets tired. But if you are a giver, if you are giving, if you are here only to give, the action does not bind you. When you take, you feel the obligation. When you give, you feel the freedom. Keep acting and live for 100 years. Your wish should be to live for 100 years. There is no other way, because you are born. So till your death you have to keep acting. Kurvanneveha karmani jijivishet shatagam sama. Now, here there are two types of action. As I said, one action in which you are looking for a result. You want to gain something out of this action. Even happiness out of the action. If your focus is on gaining happiness from an action, you are mistaken. It's going to do just the other way. It will be contrary to your desire. The result will be contrary to your expectation. So you just act, because you can't be here without acting. Either you channel your energy in doing something, or you sit and get restless, and restlessness is also an activity. If you are not channeling your energy in some activity, it emotionally, physically, mentally, that same energy is going to turn inward and going to become restlessness, agitation, dejection in you. People who are engaged in any type of activity in society, not wanting anything in return, will feel much more happier. It's like letting out the steam. Steam gets generated in the course of life, but the steam has to be channelized. It has to go in some channel. And if the steam is channelized, it can bake the food for someone. Steam can bring heating. It can do many things. The same way, our energy needs to be channeled, doing something useful for others. Again, the mind will play trick. Okay, I do this. What will I get from this? They wake up and say, hey, hey, come on. The joy in getting is an immature joy. It's an infant joy, which we are all born with. Every child is born with a joy to get something. You leave a child somewhere, you'll go and grab something. Kids love grabbing things. But when they are 3 or 4 years old, they would love to give also. They have the tendency. We need to encourage them those tendencies. Have you noticed kids doing that? You give them something in the hand, they go on, Papa, Mama, everybody, you take. They try, they have the tendency to give also. Nature has kept that one. Similarly, grandparents have this tendency to give. A grandmother at home, her joy is when kids come home, grandchildren come, she makes many dishes, birthday parties or any party. She cooks various dishes and She enjoys serving. She enjoys giving. That's a mature joy. So there is a joy in grabbing. There is a joy in giving. Unless we move from the joy in grabbing to joy in contributing, we cannot be satisfied. We cannot be happy. Because that will keep creating an irritation inside of you. The irritation inside us is only because we are focused on grabbing. Do you see what I'm saying? You just observe any small incidences in your own life. You should reflect. All this knowledge is not just an intellectual gymnastics. It is for you to look inward and ponder in your own life. Am I absorbing this? Am I getting this? What is the cause of my depression? What is the cause of my anxiety? First of all, I don't believe that there is a power all around me and it is mine and it is protecting me. This faith is missing. Secondly, there is the tendency to grab more. What more? Knowledge. Grab nothing material, then grab more knowledge, more spirituality. Grab. Come on, relax. So once you are on a path, once you are sitting as Upanishad with the master, you relax. Still, if you keep running, it's like running inside the train. By running inside the train, you are not going to reach any faster. Suppose you get up and walk in the plane, but you are in a hurry. I tell you, plane is not going to land or reach any faster. Determination to live for 100 years and being useful, doing work which does not benefit you, is a secret. There is no other way. So, once again, contemplate on this. Take a few minutes. All other actions to which we get attached, at some point, makes us feel run away from it. Because our nature is to be free. Which is the action which sets you free? The action in which you are not trying to get something, but want to just relax. A flower is there, it's not making an effort to bring fragrance to your nose. It's just being there is good enough. It brings the fragrance to you. In the same way, you are being centered is good enough. Now, when I say action, immediately things come to your mind. See, that person is able to do more seva. This person is able to do. I can't do. I am sick. I am old. I am not capable. Come on. Don't get into this trip. Seva is that, or the nishkama karma. Desireless action is that which you can do, which is within your capacity. Suppose you are not a doctor, nobody expects you to treat them. Nobody expects you to treat them. But if you are a doctor and you are not attending to a patient, then people ask for it. So action, you do that which is in your capacity. Suppose you are 85-year-old and you cannot do anything, never mind, you just sit and wish, bless people, that is good. Stop complaining and start smiling. Elderly people at home sitting and smiling, giving assurance, confidence to people is good enough. This is a big seva. by itself. You are not expected to do which you cannot do. But what you can do, not doing it is pragyaparad. Got it? So what is that we can do? What we can do comfortably? What we can do with a little stretch? That is good enough. And so this action is not a burden on us. This again we must keep in mind. Sometimes we say seva, seva, seva. We take so much burden on our head and we feel so guilty for not doing it or doing it. We should be done with this sort of mindset. You do what is comfortable for you to do. And take such commitments what is comfortable for you. Or you want to stretch a little bit above, beyond your comfort zone, do that also. And if you are youthful and more energetic, I want to take some challenges, take those challenges, do it. But while doing all this, relax into your being, knowing Ishavasya Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat. Every bit of this universe is permeated by this one truth, one divinity, one energy. This energy is intelligence. This energy is not a dead energy like what you think in physics. It is life. A life is surrounding you. And the life can see you without eyes. That life force can feel you without skin. That life force can convey to you without words. That life force is Isha. That life force is Ishvara. The life force around you. There is a word in Sanskrit, Virupaksha. Have you heard this Virupaksha word? Somebody has that name here? There was someone with that name. There, someone in the back. Virupaksha. I without a form. That is what it means. Virupa is no form, but I without a form. Shiva is called Virupaksha. The Shiva Tattva, the Shiva principle is like the air, like the space, like the warmth that you feel, or the coolness of the water that you feel. The 5 elements around you is all Shiva. Nama Shivaya. 5 letters represent the 5 elements. That which is governing the 5 elements of this universe is Shiva. That which is permeating the 5 elements is Shiva. What scientists today call as the dark matter and dark energy. You know why sun is round? How many of you know why sun is round? How many of you don't know why sun is round? You know, because sun is pressured by the light, the energy is pressured by the dark space around that. The space around the sun, the invisible space, is 1,000 times powerful than the sun. Like an air bubble trapped in a bottle of water. Why the air bubble is round? Have you seen air bubble? Air bubble in a bottle. The air bubble is round because the pressure of water is so much all around that. Similarly, the pressure of the empty space, the energy in the empty space is so humongous that all the heavenly bodies are spherical. Not because of their own account. The empty space is so full of energy. And that's exactly what the Upanishad says. Ishavasya midagam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. So around you there is so much energy. You know, above us there is 200 miles air is there. Atmospheric pressure, 200 miles. So much pressure of air all around us. A scientist can understand this because he sees from another dimension. Similarly, a seeker understands this. A jnani will understand. Oh, what you see as objects, what you see as matter is an infinite small aspect of the entire, the totality. The manifest universe is just an insignificant portion of that which is not manifest, that which is unmanifest. And that is what we are made up of. In your own body, you'll see 99% is space element. An atom has 99.9% space element. And space is God. And relaxing into the space is its realization. Got it? So actions which does not afflict you are those actions which you can do it and out of which you are not expecting anything in return. Such actions, though you are not expecting, they definitely give you joy. They bring you joy. In fact, it's wrong to say they bring you joy. They make you realize your joy. Just imagine yourself as a fountain of joy or a flame of joy. Anything that is obscuring that is this tendency to grab or wanting. Either wanting material or wanting spiritual. Now, you will say, then what about jigyasa? Gurudev, you have said before, you should yearn for it. Unless you yearn for the highest, you won't get it. Now it's completely opposite. You say, just shut up and sit and do nothing. Yeah, both are essential. Till you come here, you have been asked, no, you yearn for it. Once you have come here, I said, relax. Till you catch the train, you have to run. Once you are in the train, you have to relax. That's when Gita, Sri Krishna said, Arurokshor munir yogam karma karanam uchyate. One who wants to get onto the pedestal of yoga, karma or selfless action is the path. Yoga rodasya tasyaiva shamak karanam uchyate. Once you are in the yoga rodat, once you have gotten onto the platform, relaxation is the path. So life is a combination of action and relaxation. Pravritti and nivritti. Either one of them missing from life, life is not complete. People who are stuck in pravritti, incomplete. People who are just retiring, only saying, I'm doing nothing, udasin. No, it's not going to work out. So next they are going to come to this, the next verse. Asurya namate loka andhena tamasavritaha stam pretyabhi gachanti eke chatma hano janaha. Our life is not just these 60, 70, 80, 90 years. Our life is eternal. You have heard this. Whether it's coming to our experience or not is another question, but at least you have heard about it. Have you ever thought about the people who have died and gone? Those people who have been walking, talking, living with you, conversing with you, what happened to them? Suddenly they have gone. Where did they go? If life is imperishable, where do they go? Where will I go after this? Another 40, 50 years we are here, suppose. After that, where will we go? Is life so impermanent? We have heard our spirit, or I am permanent, I am there forever. If I have been here forever, I should know what I was before and what I will be in the future. Life is not limited to just 80, 100 years. It's much older than the sun, moon, and all the stones and planets around us. Says yes. And says yes. Our brain is just a frequency analyzer. Our brain is tuned to one frequency, so we are able to receive only these inputs, this information. You know, people with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder and, this mentally, who are considered mentally ill by normal doctors, they have access to another world also. They have access to another reality. We say they are just hallucinating. And we put it in a basket. Oh, it's just a hallucination. But today scientists have started working on the parapsychology. Almost every big institute in the world has a parapsychology department. They are probing into the existence of previous birth. 50, 60, 100 years ago it was a myth. Today it is a therapy. Past life regression is a therapy, which is, now nobody questions, nobody asks a question, was there a life before, or is there past lives or future lives? This question is not asked now anymore. If someone asks, they are not well informed. Well informed individuals today have come to this acceptance, which this country has been saying, or the world over, the ancient people have been saying from thousands of years. From millenniums they have been saying, yes, life is eternal. This is not just it. So without the self-knowledge, what do these people do? What happens to? Okay, we say only few people come to know about the self, even get this question, what is the purpose of life? And what about the billions of people who inherit this planet, who are living in this planet? What happens to them? The Upanishads, Asurya namate loka. They are in their world which has no center. Surya means centered. Asurya means a person who has no center, no direction in life, no vision. Andhena tamasavrita. Like the blind enveloped with darkness. Even people who have eyes can't see when it is dark. Just imagine someone who is blind and he is searching in darkness. What do they know? Nothing. They live in the world with their eyes shut and in darkness, not centered. And after dying also, they reach a place, or their spirit lives in a place which has no joy. Andhena tamasavrita. And these people, they are losing the self in them. Atmahanojana. They have killed themselves. This human birth is so precious. Only in the human birth can you ever know that there is energy. This is space. I am the space. I am that. This Brahma Gyan, Brahman knowledge can happen only in this human birth. And that is the purpose. And these people who are living in the darkness have lost the chance. It's as good as suicide. Atmahanojana. They have killed themselves. So thank yourself, you are not one of them living in the dark world. One has to be grateful. Oh, at least I got the glimpse of light. I got a glimpse of what knowledge is. This has been the style of the rishis, ancient rishis. They used to always give the Purva Paksha, Uttara Paksha. Do this on the other side also. Because people will ask, what is the point of knowing the self? Why you should know? They have already cleared it. Okay, don't need to know, but you are living in a dark world. And you will be there only in the next birth also. It's like someone asking, what is the point of learning nutrition? You simply have to eat. Not everybody knew about nutrition. No one went to nutritionists before. We just filled ourselves with carbs and whatever food that we were getting. The animals don't look for nutrition food. That's what they argue. But I would say no, animals do look for it. Man has moved far away from nature. You can exist without learning about hygiene, but you are in darkness. You can exist without knowing nutrition, you are in darkness. You can exist on this planet having no knowledge about the universe. You are in a Asurya Loka. You are in a world where there is no center. So they are giving the pros and cons that before the question arises in you, why, what, why should I do it? I have already said no. Otherwise you will be in that state. You will be like a blind man searching in darkness. So knowledge is important. And for knowledge, selfless action, nishkam karma, is also important. Okay? So, the benefit of knowledge, the purpose of knowledge, first they have said, is to move away from the darkness. So, now you don't worry, you will not get into Asurya Loka. There is no chance anyone who have been in the knowledge even a bit, even after death you cannot go into such darkness. This is ensured. So it's almost like an insurance for it. You are insured that you will not go into a dark world of the pretas, of the dead spirits. Usually people have this question, all this black magic, some people are doing black magic and the spirits are coming. I tell you, no spirit, no black magic, nothing can touch you. Be assured. So none of this thing can touch you because you have put a step in the knowledge. One step in knowledge, one step in the wisdom takes care of that whole thing. Yeah? So, if at all, if someone puts these sort of doubts and fears in your head, just smile and throw it out. Nothing can affect you. Whom it will affect? Those who are not interested in the spiritual knowledge. Yeah?